A visit to KL is not complete without a visit to Royal Selangor Visitor Centre. Hop on their complimentary shuttle and get ready for a full day of excitement and fun for the whole family.
Founded in 1885, Royal Selangor is the world's foremost name in quality pewter, a brand synonymous with design and craftsmanship. A guided tour takes you on a journey about the history of Royal Selangor to its present-day iconic status. The Royal Selangor Visitor Centre is one of KL's top attractions and welcomes about 250,000 visitors per year. They have even played host to several celebrities such as Hollywood star Mel Gibson and Martha Stewart. Admission is free and the visitor centre is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Guides are fluent in English and other languages such as Malay, Mandarin and Japanese. Upon entering the visitor centre, guests are ushered into the gallery, where they can view pewter artifacts, learn about the science of pewter, and participate in their interactive demo stations.
At the School of Hard Knocks, visitors can learn to create their own take-home souvenir, a pewter dish using traditional tools, similar to those used by pewter smiths more than 100 years ago.
After the guided tour, guests may relax at the cafe and enjoy delectable cakes and sandwiches. You can also stop by the retail store to pick up some great gifts and souvenirs. The Royal Selangor Visitor Centre has won numerous travel awards, including the Best Tourist Attraction Award from Tourism Malaysia and the Best ASEAN New Tourist Attraction Award from the ASEAN Tourism Association.
The Visitor Centre takes you back over 100 years to the founding of Royal Selangor, and it's linked to the history of Malaysia to its present day as the largest pewter maker.
In conjunction with our company 100 years anniversary. So after 2 years in 1987, it was made into the Guinness Book of Records as the world's largest pewter tractor. So it has a capacity of about 2,800 liters and it's about 2 meters tall and it weighs about 1.5 tons. So please remember to take a picture with the world's largest pewter tractor. Okay, so I'm going to stand here. And then I'll bring you to our museum and then later to the factory. So over here you can see this is the photo of our founder, Mr. Yong Kun. And in 1885 he sails from the port of Santang, China to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at a very young age of 14. So at that time Malaysia was the world's largest tin producer, producing more than 50% of the world output. And this attracted thousands of Chinese immigrants to come to Malaysia to mine tin. However, our founder did not come here to mine tin. He came here to make pewter. So pewter is an alloy comprising of mainly tin, antimony and copper. And this was our founder's first shop house, which located at Cross Street, Kuala Lumpur, somewhere near Chinatown. So you can see the gentleman in the middle, in front, with his hand on a little boy's shoulder. He was our founder when he was young, the same person. Okay? And come over here, you can see the various methods of tin mining that were actively operated in those early days. So you can see there are methods such as the tin mine dredge, open cast mining, river pump mining, and one of the most traditional methods we call it tulang washing, otherwise known as canning. And above there is the image of Kuala Lumpur about 100 years ago. So Kuala Lumpur, from a small thriving mining town, economy continued to grow, and tin mining was one of the major contributions to the economy of Malaysia. Over here you can see these were some of our collection, and later on you can see them in the museum. Okay, so over to the other side. So our founder had 4 sons, and you can see the gentleman in the middle wearing a white singlet. He was the 3rd son of our founder, and his name was Mr. Yong Heng Kai. And when he took over the business, he started to expand it by introducing machinery and production line. And he was one of the first Malaysian employer to employ women into the workforce. You can see it's all surrounded by women. And you can see in 1950, he operated Selengo Pewter in that 2-story shop house at Kuduru. And in 1977, he has a vision to invest in these 12 acres of land. And this is where now our award-winning visitor center is located. And besides having our own design team, we also work with international award-winning designers from other countries like Denmark, UK, Singapore, Hong Kong. And we also have collaboration with some of the production houses such as Disney, Star Wars, Disney, Marvel Studio, and also some of the museums around the world. And At our visitor center over here, you can see we also receive many important guests. Okay? So the former president of US, Mr. Bill Clinton, and we also have a famous actor Mel Gibson who visit us twice. Okay? So in 1992, our company decided to change our name from Selengo Pewter to Royal Selangor. And there are two reasons for this. First, it is to reflect the royal endorsement from the late Sultan of Selangor in 1979. And second is because we have diversified into other material, which is gold and silver, under two sister companies, Selengo and Comet. So Selengo specializes in making fine jewelry using 18 karat gold platinum, diamond and colored gemstone. For Comet is a maker of English hallmarks, 925 sterling and silver. And here you can see a map that shows our full-fledged marketing offices, and Kuala Lumpur is our headquarters. Okay, so now let's enter the museum. Over here you see a huge crocodile. So it is actually the last replica of a very rare form of currency, which we call animal money. And the actual size of the animal money, you can come and see. So over here you can see these were the animal money made of pure tin in the shape of crocodile, elephant and tortoise. And these were the currency being used about 400 years ago in Malaysia between the 17th to the 19th century. And the value of this animal money were based on its weight. So the heavier it is, the higher the value. And eventually they also started to use the money tree. So coins were broken off from those branches to use as currency. And those branches can also be collected and recycled. And then who say money doesn't grow on trees? Okay. And come over here, you can see this is the traditional method of tin mining, which we call tulang washing, otherwise known as panning. And one very interesting fact that license were only issued to women. So workers will use a wooden pan to scoop up tin bearing up from a river and then swirling it. You see the water will be thrown out, and then you see the heavy tin remain at the bottom. So it will be collected in a bag, sent to a factory, and undergo a smelting process that make into tin ingot like this 45 kilograms. So this will make easy for transportation and also to be sold. Okay? So over here you can see these were our collection. So some were made by our founder and his son, and some of them we collected from other country. So in the early days you can see pewtersmith made mainly simple household item, which is like tea caddy, teapot, food containers, and also ceremony item for temple prayer. Okay, come over here. So over here you can see this is the wall of Taj Mahal, and you can see the 4 Chinese character Taj Mahal. And this was the Taj Mahal being used by our founder. And the 4 Chinese character in English, it means jade, peace, pure tin. So jade piece is the name of his shop house, and then pure tin is the material that he used. And as our founder had 4 sons, and each son have their own brand name. So that's why here you see Malayan pewter, Tiger pewter, Lion pewter, and Selangor pewter. However, after World War II and several world recession, only Selangor pewter that was managed by his 3rd son managed to survive the business. And here you could see the change of Taj Mahal for Selangor pewter. So when we have 2 sister companies, Selengo and Comet, we remove the word pewter. And right now we are known as Royal Selangor. Okay? And over here, these were the belongings of our founder, his clothing and his walking stick. Used by pewtersmith in those early days, and this whole set of tools belonged to our founder. As you can see from these simple tools, those early items were handmade. So first, a pewter sheet is cast, and then he will use a kind of stone leaf to polish it. So using this metal cutter, he will cut out the shape or the design that is being needed, and using that mallet to shape each piece in this wooden mold. And one of the designs that our founder made is this mallet teapot. You can come closer and have a look from the reflection of the mirror. This side, you can see the small square stand. You see?
Yeah.
The bottom of this mallet teapot. So this teapot was made by our founder, and it was more than 100 years old. And this teapot has a very special story. It was also known as the Lucky Teapot. You want to hear the story?
Yeah.
Okay. So it happened during World War II in a small town called Kajang. So as you know, during the war, there's a lot of bombs dropping, and people are hungry, desperate, looking for food. And there was a man named Aham. So as he entered a warehouse to find food for his family, he spotted this teapot on the floor. And as he bent down to pick up this teapot, a bomb fell. and the sharpener just whizzed past his head as he bent down to pick up this teapot. So it was believed that this teapot saved his life. If he had not bent down, he would have been killed. So he was so shaken that he just ran away from the warehouse, taking this teapot with him and forgot about the food for his family. So for years, Aham will use the teapot to serve tea to his friend. So one day, Mr. Chen visited him. So when Aham knew Mr. Chen's wife had a pewter factory, so he requested Mr. Chen to bring the teapot back to the factory for a polish and a clean up. So workers who worked in the factory for many years noticed at the bottom of this teapot has the touch mark of our founder. So they immediately informed Mr. Chen's wife. So Mr. Chen's wife is the granddaughter of our founder, the third generation. And when she knew it, she also asked Aham, please sell me back my grandpa teapot. At first Aham refused. Why should I sell you my Lucky Teapot? But after many years, when Aham is getting old, then only he decided to sell it back to us. So this is how the teapot came back here. So this is entirely handmade, and we also make a modern version of this melon teapot, which is a cast piece, and you will see it at our showroom downstairs. Okay, so let's continue with the tour. So over here you can see these were the coffee and tea set that was made by his two sons and was still entirely handmade. Okay, come this way. And over here you can see a huge container containing pewter shaving. So every day you can see in our factory we do a lot of polishing, and from the polishing produce a lot of this pewter shaving. So this will be collected and recycled. We just remelt it again, so there will be no wastage. And from this amount, 1,578 kilograms of this pewter shaving, we can produce 1,422 a coffee pot of this size, or 3,849 a mini teapot of this size. And over here, this is Comin Archive. So Comin is also one of our sister company, and it was a more than 370-year-old silver company from London, which we acquired in 1993. So you can see W.C is the initial name of the founder, Mr. William Comin. Until today, we still maintain the 4 hallmarks 4925 sterling silver. But this archive is not open to the public, so if you are interested in silver, we have a showroom downstairs. Okay, come this way. Over here you see this is a model of a tin mine dredge, and it was the most effective method of tin mining that was introduced by the British in 1913. So you can see in the front there is a chain of as many as 120 heavy buckets excavating tin-bearing earth from the lake. So refined tin will be collected in the middle, and see the waste and the water will be disposed at the back. And you see the actual size of this heavy bucket is up here. So you can imagine how huge is a tin dredge. It's about 2 football field size, and it weighs about 5,100 tons. Okay, come this way. See twin tower?
Yeah.
Our mini twin tower, look at our mini twin tower here. So it is made of 7,062 pewter tankers, one by one joined together, and you see from the bottom to the top. It has a height of 9.1 meter tall, and it takes us 6 months to complete. So the actual size of the twin tower is 50 times taller than this. So if you haven't been to the real twin tower, yes, you see, you might have a picture with our version of mini twin tower here. Okay? 5 years. So they will have the handprint put on the wall with their names. Okay? So if you see there are quite a number of them, the handprint that which is gold plated. So these are the handprint that belong to workers who work over 40 years. Wow. 40 years.
Those who are working in the fort.
5 years.
One day soon.
Okay, one day you have a yeah. So it's a cold refracting ring, 100 plus in our filter tumbler. So you can see once you pour the cold ring into our tumbler, the tumbler gets cold very quickly. And you have a different sensation when you drink it, even your lips will cold. And not only that, you also can maintain the temperature of the drink. Okay? So wait for me here, I'll serve you the drink. Okay? What is pewter made of? So it's comprising of many tin, antimony, and copper, at least 92%. We are not allowed to enter the factory floor, so when I set up that demonstration to show you how pewter smithing is done up close. Okay, come please follow me. casting station, and pewter is melted at a temperature of 250 degrees Celsius in that melting pot. And today our craft people is making a handle. So first you can see she will secure the mold tightly and then carefully pour in the molten pewter and quickly pour out the excess, and that is to make the whole handle. And here you can see it forms very fast, but it is still very hot. So open up the mold and take out the handle, and then you can see the excess part of the handle that is not required is deep in the pot to be melted, and melt will be very fast also. So in one day you can make about 250 pieces. So the handle will send for a polishing first, and then to be wrapped to a tanker. Okay. So over here, this will be the real handle that you make through casting from a mold. You also have the animal money and also the money tray. Okay, so you can say some small accessory like the gold coin handle and also the old handle. Okay, let's go down to the front end. So you can see this tumbler is before polish. So our craft people will put this piece on the turning leg and then using her foot to control the speed. And you can see using a steel grip with steady hand to remove layers of pewter. And that produce a lot of this pewter shading, which you saw in the huge container. You can come and touch it. So this will be collected and recycled.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it. So it will be poured back into the melting pot. And then later on you will see how to use a scotch tape to give a matte finishing. And this is the tumbler that you have your welcome drink. And these are all fully hand hammered. And this tumbler is only available at our visitor center here. So it's a very good souvenir to bring home because at the bottom it has Royal Selangor Visitor Centre. Okay? So for more complex design like this, we cannot use machine to polish. We'll send for finishing. So let's proceed on. So here you can see the money tree is also cast up from the mold with all the sharp edges. You can see our craft people will use metal file to remove it by hand. And then using sandpaper to work on the detail. So now you can see our craft people are using the machine to sandpapering the detail. And then after that you will go through the process that we call sandblasting. And then this is the final finishing. So you can see the detail. Okay? And one of our most popular items is a tea caddy. So you can hear the sound, it's airtight. You can smell the feeling. You can smell it, it maintains the pressure. You can smell it, and to see the cover will slowly slide down by itself, and that is to compress the excess air out to keep the ingredient inside fresh. So it's done very precisely, one-to-one polish. Even the outer lips will also slide down by itself. Okay? Let's go down next station, hammering. So you can see from this hand caddy, there are about 700 timbers. And each timber, our craft people here, they have to hammer at least 2 times at the same spot. Which means altogether, you will have to hammer around 1,400 times to complete the piece. So if there is any mistake, the whole piece will go back to the melting pot. So it takes at least 6 months of training to a year to be able to master this art hand. Have a view of our factory. So every pewter item for our company is only made from here. And this is our company one and only factory. And from here it will be distributed to more than 20 countries worldwide. So you can see still most of our workers here are women. And some of them have been working with us for over 20 to 40 years. Okay, and now you can see our craft people at work. So you can see all our hand finishing. Using the sandpaper to work on the details. 6 corporate orders around the world. And here you could see you also make trophy for some of the event organizers and some of the tournaments. Okay, you can see this is the trophy for ATP Aston, and we also make chiller for some of the champagne brands. So for fabric has a history of more than 40 years, and we are well known for our fine craftsmanship and also our stone selection. Next you can see our craftspeople at work. He's making a ring and setting of stones. And you can see some of the jewelry made by fabric. And we also have a retail shop and a showroom. So we also have 2 workshops. So this is the foundry. When you use the hot motion chiller, you can make your own design. So for this workshop, it takes 1 hour. And the other workshop is the sport panel, where you make a bowl from a flat dish. And that workshop takes half an hour. And for these 2 workshops, you have to make a payment and also provide that you have the time. Okay? Over here you see this is the pewter vase of Mr. Yong Peng Chai, the 3rd son of our founder, the 2nd generation. And now the company is managed by the 3rd and 4th generation family members. So it's still a family run owned business. Okay, and now let's proceed to the showroom. So welcome to our retail shop, and over here you can see we have a wide range of Royal Selangor pewter items, and over the other side we have our sister company fabrics that make fine jewelry, and commons that make image hallmark 95 sterling silver. And if you need any assistance, you can take it on. So thank you very much. Okay, so feel free to look it up and have a nice day.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.